Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Apache video auction here for the week of April the 15th. We're going to offer just shy of 1,500 head here in the next little bit. There's 10 lots today, 26 loads altogether. Our first contract will be 12,187 consigned by Apache Cattle Company right here at Apache. 60 head of steers, 148 to 50,000 pound load of cattle with a base weight of 800. Once again, located right here at the ranch at Apache, Oklahoma. The cattle will be 80% black or black-white face. The bound's going to be red or Charlotte colors. 70% will be an English exotic with 25% showing 1/8 blood bramer influence or less and 5% 1/4 or less, all purchased locally right here in southwestern Oklahoma. Medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date April the 20th through April the 27th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on short wheat and supplemented with hay. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had 2 rounds of vaccinations and been dewormed, and they've all been PI tested, and they will be negative. The cattle will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling to the local scales here at Apache, weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Also selling with the standard slides for the weight of a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stomp there on the top side. A nice set, short wheat. They handle a good one. Here we go. Yes, sir. We got plenty of cattle to sort from. Nice cattle, 365 down, ticket, money's on $6 and $7 down, 66 here down, $7 down, $9 around the Darcy down 9, and he bid it down $9 down to the bottom, $1 $1 2 down 2 to bid and 2, and 371 bid it down $2 down, $1 to the bottom 2, and 371 bid it down $2. My man on the web down 2 to bid and down 3 and 372 bid it down 30 around the Darcy down 30 0 down 73 and 72 bid it down $3 down 30 to bid and 372 to 3 and Webb's down Darcy down 2 bid it down $3 down 2 to bid and 372 down 3 sold to cattle to 372. All right, now going to work for CNC Grazing. Had a nice load of cattle with us last week. This will be contract number 12,188. The first contract will sell. Selling 124 head of steers, 248 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 835. Located right there at the ranch, Bennington, Oklahoma, approximately 195 miles southeast of Apache. The cattle are 65% black or black white face, 20% Charlotte colors, 10% red or red white face. The majority are going to be 1/8 or less, with 2 or 3 showing quarter blood characteristics. The cattle will be purchased locally to their area, medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date April the 20th through April the 30th. They have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on native grass pasture and being supplemented 1% of body weight in commodity feed and free choice mineral. Tipped or dehorned if necessary. 2 rounds of vaccinations and also been dewormed. These cattle will gather early, weighing with a 3% shrink on the ground. Sorting out of 140 total head. Purchases 4 weight calves. The cattle will be selling with a standard slides for the weight of a 12 or a 14-cent slide with a base weight or with the 50-pound weight stop on the top side. 50-pound stop on the top. Here we go. 362 bid it down $3 down $2 down $3 $4 down $5 down $65 and 64 bid it down $5 $5 40 down 5 and 364 bid down $5 down 40 down $5 4 5 $6 and 65 bid it down 5 David down 5 bid $6 and 365 bid it down. Both of you out on the web down 5 to 7 and 68 here down 7. Got to be $8 to the web down 7. Wild Dave down 7 up here down D and 367 bid it down D dollar down 7 up here down D dollar down 7 tier 7 half and 367 yes sir down 7 up here down 7 half and $8 down 7 half. It got to be 8 down 8 and a half and 8 and a half to $9 9 and 68 down here $9 yonder David down $9 D 75 to 9 and 9 quarter down 9 quarter down 9 quarter down 9 and a half and 369 and a half sir down 9 75 to the bottom 9 75 and 9 down to the bottom 75 down 975 $70 down 70 and 975 bid it down $70 down to the bottom 70 here down $370 $70 and 69 bid it down 70 dollar down. That's about 70. Total quantity 369. Now going to work for my friend Ray Hutchison. This will be contract number 12,189. Selling 60 head of steers, 148 to 50,000 pound loaded cattle with a base weight of 860. Located at the ranch right there at Paris, Texas, approximately 245 miles southeast of Apache. The cattle are 100% black or black white face, 100% 1/8 bloods out of Angus-based cows and sired by Angus bulls. All home raised, medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date June the 1st to June the 15th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. These cattle are being run on no-till ryegrass pasture and taken to native grass as soon as it plays out. They'll also be on free choice mineral, tipped or dehorned if necessary. The cattle have had 2 rounds of shots and also been dewormed. They will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 15 miles, scales to pins, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Turned out since last August, they'll sell with a standard size of a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop. Do we have... Give confirmation on the previous lot. Hold on one second. We'll get confirmation on the previous lot. Previous lot will sell. Let's work for Ray. 352 down, 3 down, bonnets on, 3 to 4, dollar down, 5 on, 5 down, 57, and 357, dollar down, 6 years, 7, thank you, down, D, down, 9, dollar down, bonnet, 9, and 358 to 9, Brown, Darcy, down, 9, dollar down, bonnet, 60, dollar down, hand down, 60, and down a half here, down, $60 bid, down, half, down, 360 and a half. And $60 bid it down half here, yeah, Dave down half, yeah, Darcy down 60 and a half, and 360 and a $1, half a bid and $1, 1 and a half, and 361 bid it down half, $1 now, 1 and a $1, Darcy now 1 and a half, and 361 and a half, down $2 down, 2 and a half to you, Darcy, and 62 2 and a half down, round on the web down 2, bid it down 2 and a half, 30 and a half, and 363 bid it down half here, down $3 down 3 and a half, Darcy down 3 to bid and 3 and a half to 4, and 364 bid it down 4 and a half, yeah, Dave down 4 and a half, and 364 to bid and 4 and a half down half $1 down 4 bid it down, yeah, sir 4 and a half, I'm 4's here 4 and a half, now 5, and $365 down 5 and a half down 5 half, and 65 5 and a half down $66 down, gotta be 6 here down 5 and a half down $6 down 6 and a half, and 366 here down 6 and down 7 bid it down 7 and 6 and a half here down 7 bid it down 7 down 6 and 7 half, and $67 down half here down Dave down 7 half, and 367 the web is out of 7 and a half, sir, and 367 7 and a half here down 7 bid it down 7 hand down half $1 down 7 hand down 67 7 and a half. Total quantity at 367. Turning the page. There we go. Got her done. All right. The previous lot will sell. We are going to work on contract number 12,190, consigned by Glasgow Farms. There is some changes on this, and I will emphasize them. First change, 315 head is what we're offering. 6 48 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a new base weight of 950. Once again, the head count's going to change to 315. The lot count 6 loads with a base weight of 950. These cattle are located at the ranch right down here, 10 miles outside of Temple, Oklahoma, approximately 55 miles south of Apache. The cattle are 90% black or black white face, 10% red or Charlotte colors, 90% an English exotic with 10% showing 1/8 to 1/4 blood Brahma influence or less. All purchased out of our Apache market or the market at Oklahoma City. Medium frame, medium flesh, delivery date May the 4th through May the 18th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture. They've been tipped or dehorned if necessary. Had all their shots and also been boosted. These cattle will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 10 miles, scales to pins, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. It'll be a 2-day delivery. Buyer's option to take the following 6 loads. So we're going to sell the cattle with a 12-cent slide starting at the base weight with a 12 or a 14, 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop on the top side. So there's 6 loads in this lot. There's 6 loads of identical cattle in the following lot, the buyer's option. 332 down, 3 down, 2 to bid down, 3 down, $4 down, 5 on the bottom, 4 on 5 here down, 335 and $34 bid it down, 5 on the bottom, 5 down, 5 half and 335 bid it down, 5 and a half, $5 down, 35 down, 5 and a half and 335 bid it down, $5 down, 5 here down, 5 out, webs out and 335 bid it down, 5 and a half, $5 down, 35 bid down, 5 and a half, and 335 down here down, 5 down, $6 and 5 and a half bid it down, got him here down, 5 and a half bid it down, 575 and 35 and down, 575, yeah, on the web, sir, down 5 and a half, down 575 and 335 and a half bid it down, 575, 550 last call, 75 and 35. 50 now, 575 to the bottom, 5 half, 575. Sold the cattle to you at 335 and a half. Would he like the following 6? Takes them all. All right, now I'm going to work. Well, we'll get a confirmation on that while I read the next description. Working for the previous. They will sell. The Glasgow Farms cattle will sell. All right, our next contract, 12,192, consigned by Hilton Farms, selling 143 head of heifers, 248 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 700 even. These cattle are located at the ranch right there, 5 miles north of Olney, Texas, approximately 120 miles south of Apache. The cattle are 85% black or black white face. The balance is going to be red or Charolais colors. 85% of the cattle are going to be English exotic, with 15% showing 1/8 to 1/4 blood Bremer influence or less. All purchased locally to their area. Medium frame, medium flesh. Delivery date April the 29th or April the 30th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture as well as grass pasture. Tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had their shots and also been boosted. These cattle will gather early. Loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 15-mile scales to pens, and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Turned out for over 100 days at delivery time. The heifers will be guaranteed open, selling with a 12 or a 14-cent slide with a 50-pound weight stop. Once again, all the heifers on our Apache video are guaranteed open. Here's a nice set. 352 down, 3 down, downside down, 2 to bid down, 30, 2 bid it down, 2 and a half, 3, and $53 bid it down, 30, 2 and a half, down, 3, 53, 3 and a half, and 3 bid it down, 3, 10, down, $4 to the web, down, 5 on the bottom, 4 and a half, and 54, 4 and a half here, down, 4 bid it down, 4, 10, down, $0.50 down, 4 and a half, 5, and $355 bid it down. 5 and a half, Dave down, 5 hand down, $6 down, and 50, 6 here down, 6 hand down, $7 down, 7 half, and 7 bid down, 7 and a half, yeah, Darcy now, D, and a half, Darcy now, D down, and $359 bid down, 9, thank you, Clayton down, 9 half, and $359 bid down, 9 hand down, well, Darcy now, 9 hand, $60 down, and a half, and $61 woman half, one up here, woman half, and $361 a hand down, 2 bid it down, 2 to bid 2 and a half, then down, 2 down, and $362 bid it down, half, well, Clayton down, 2 tier down, 2 10, Yana Dave down, 2 and a half, and $362 bid it down, half, $5 down, 2 down, tier, 2 and a half, and $362 bid it down, Clayton down, 2 10, down $3, and 2 and a half bid it down, 30, wow, Darcy down, 2 and a half, 30, 2 and a half, 3, and $362 and a half bid it down, $3 down, tier down, 30, yeah, Darcy down, 3. Sold cattle to you, 362 and a half. Thank you, Dave. Turning the page. All right. We're going to work for the Dishman family. The previous lot will sell. Thank you, Dave. Going to work for Dishman Land and Cattle, selling contract number 12,193, selling 183 head of heifers, 348 to 50,000 pound loads of cattle with a base weight of 775, located at the ranch right there 8 miles east of Altus, Oklahoma, approximately 65 miles southwest of Apache. The cattle are 80% black or black-white face. Balance going to be red or Charlotte colors, 90% an English exotic with 10% showing 1/8 blood bramer influence or less. All purchased locally here in southwestern Oklahoma. Medium to large frame, medium flesh. Delivery date April the 27th through May the 9th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture, tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had 2 complete rounds of vaccinations. The cattle will gather early. Loading on the buyers are calling approximately 8 mile scales to pens and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. These cattle have been check weighed, and the buyer will have the option to take the next lot of 3 more loads gate cut of the exact same cattle. Now, heifers will be guaranteed open, so we're selling 3 loads here. There'll be 3 loads of identical cattle in the following lot, buyer's option.
Yes, sir. Nice cattle. 335.
335 down, money's on here down, $6 down, 35, 5 hand down, $6, and 550 biddy down, 6 hand down, 330 chicken a hand, $7 down, 7 hand, and 337 7 hand down, $D down, D hand down, D hand, and $39 down, $9 hand, $40 down, 9 40 and a half, and 340 now, 40 50. Thank you, Dave. $1 wow, Darcy, and 40 50 $41 biddy down, 1.5, and 341 down here, 1 hand, Dave down, 1 up here, 1 hand, 341 hand, 2, and $2 biddy down, yeah, Darcy now, 1 hand, $2 now, 2.5, and $342 biddy down, half down, $3 down, 30, yeah, Darcy now, 43, and 2.5 biddy down, $3 down, 30, 3.5, and $343 biddy down, 3 down, well, Dave down, 3 3.5, 4, and $44 down, 4.5, and 344 bid down, 4 down, half a dollar down, 44, 5, 4.5, 5, and 345 biddy down, 4.5 down, $5, and 4.5, yeah, touching down, 5 half, and 345 here down, 5.5, half, $5 down, out of Clayton now, 5.5, $6, and 550 biddy down, 6 half, and 340 chicken a half, now $7 down, 7 half, and 7 biddy down, 7 hand D, out of Clayton now, 7 hand D, and 347 a half here down, D, dollar biddy down, D, 7 hand D, and 347 a half down, D, dollar down, 7 half down, D, dollar, and yeah, Clayton now, D, dollar biddy down, D, dollar down, 7 hand D, D, a half, and 348 Dave now, D, down, $9 down to the bottom, yet again, Clayton 9, and D, hand $9 down to the bottom, D, down, $9 down, D, hand 9, sold the counter to you, 348.5. Thank you, Dave. Would you like both lots? Take some both. We'll get confirmation. I'll read the next contract while we're getting that confirmation. Working now, contract number 12,195. Previous 2 lots will sell. They will sell. Working for Justin Kirkendall and Apache Grazing.
Sell them. Thank you.
58 head of heifers, 148 to 50,000 pound load of cattle with a base weight of 825. These cattle are located right over here at Carnegie, Oklahoma, approximately 40 miles northwest of Apache. The cattle are 75% black-hided. The bounce is going to be red or Charlotte colors, 70% an English exotic with 25% showing 1/8 to 1/4 25%, 1/8 or less, 5%, 1/4 or less, all purchased locally right here in southwestern Oklahoma. Medium to large frame, medium flesh, delivery date April the 20th through April the 25th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on wheat pasture, tipped or dehorned if necessary. The cattle will gather early, loading on the buyer's truck, calling to the local scales here, and weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Heifers will be guaranteed open, selling with a 12 or a 14 with a 50-pound weight stop. They'll be guaranteed open as well.
Plenty of cattle to sort from. 330.
$331 I'm on a money beat it down $331 2 and 31 $2 now $2 now 30 32 bid it down $3 now 4 and 35 here down for the bid $5 bid it down $4 down $5 and 334 now whips out 4.5 no 5 and 335 bid it down $5 down 35 here down $5.5 and $335 bid it down half down Jimmy hand down $6 down and $37 down $6 here down $37 bid it down something yeah right and 36 hand down $37 bid it down something here down $6 hand down 37 and 336 hand bid down $37 now baby 7 sir down taking a hand of $7 down 7.5 and 37 here down 7.5 wow Darcy down 7 beer no 7.5 and $337 bid it now half down half a dollar down 37 and a D and $338 bid it down D dollar down here 7 and a D and a half and 338 bid down D down D dollar down here now half a dollar down $38 bid it down D and a half and 338 here last call down D now D down D and a half sold a cattle to you at 338. Turning the page. All right, now we're going to work for Joe McAllister. This will be contract number 12,196. 60 head of heifers, 148 to 50,000 pound load of cattle with a base weight of 820. Cattle located at the ranch right there 3 miles west of Wilburton, Oklahoma, approximately 230 miles east of Apache. There's 75% black or black white face. It's going to be red or Charlotte colors, 90% an English exotic, with 10% showing 1/8 to 1/4 blood Bremer influence or less. All originating out of eastern Oklahoma, medium frame, medium flesh, delivery date April the 20th through April the 24th. The cattle have been implanted and they will be uneven. Run on grass pasture and supplemented with 10 pounds of commodity feed daily. Tipped or dehorned if necessary. They've had their shots and also been boosted. The cattle will gather early. Loading on the buyer's truck, hauling approximately 3 miles. Scale spins and then weighing with a 2% shrink on the truck. Their check weighed on April the 7th. At that time, gross 794 pounds. The heifers will be guaranteed open, selling with a 12 or a 14 cent slide with a 50-pound weight stop there on the top side, and they will be guaranteed open.
Nice cattle. Condition 320.
$321 I'm on a money bid $2 down 30 $4 $35 down 335 and 35 here down $6 down 35 down 35 down $6. The graphics is wrong on the screen. Oh, my bad. That's my bad. 25 6 7. And $6 and $7 now. Round touching down $7. I misheard. Down 326 and 7. Down 28 to 9 and $29. Still out on the web asking 29 now 30 and $31. $30 down $2 down 30 web is down at 33 and $3 to $4 now $5 down 34. Yeah, Kelly down 34 and $3.5 bid $4 Darcy down 3 hand down 34 4.5. And 334 bid it down 4 down half a dollar down 4 bid it yeah sir down 4.5 and 334 asking 4.5 here down 4 bid it down 34 4.5 and $334 down half a dollar down 4 bid it 4.5 down 334 last call and 34 down here down and there down half a dollar down 334 bid down 4 bid it 4.5 sold the cattle to you at 334. Thank you Darcy on the web. We'll get confirmation. We'll let you know. They will sell. Okay, they do sell, Darcy. I want to thank all of our buyers, sellers, contending bidders, and invite everybody to our upcoming special cow sale. That'll be next Saturday. I believe that's the 25th, starting at 12:30. Is that correct, Justin? Yes, sir. Love to have you. Got about 600 or 700 consigned. Would love to have you. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you here next week.